I just made it to Shattered Mountains. I feel the call of Orichalcum nodes. I need to go get them all. But I'm alone. I don't have a group. And honestly, if you are going to Shattered Mountains to mine Orichalcum, you don't want a group. You don't want to share. You don't want to share those nodes with anybody, but you will still have to because there is always lots and lots of people trying to farm Orichalcum. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get there, I'm gonna eat 40 minutes mining buff, the highest one in the game. And I'm gonna try to mine as many nodes as I can in 40 minutes. And let's see what I'm gonna get in the end. I'm gonna show you the tactics I use to evade the enemies and the best positions to lose the threat. And yeah, pick up those things. These things cost a lot of money. Red pigment is the rarest pigment in the game. Alright, don't forget to set your respawn point on one of the camps in the entrance. You will not need it for forever, but it will be useful if you die until you make it to the next save point. So you're gonna aggro pretty much everybody, and you don't want to get shot in the face, so what you need to do is to dive headfirst into the rock. I'm kidding, just find a space that is climbable, but higher than than enemies can walk in, and just sit there for a while. Just wait, just be patient. Everybody will de-aggro and you can keep going without basically collecting a giant mob of shooting enemies, which can actually destroy you. So you want to do this once in a while to make sure you don't have a giant horde of screaming, shooting monsters running after you and just draining your health. Now, for this, I'm obviously using my mining set, but my mining set is not perfect. It's not light. I'm looking for light mining pants, or at least medium light mining pants. I don't have them yet. Once I get them, I'll be able to dodge roll, but for now, I can't dodge roll. I can just use normal hop for dodges, which is not the most efficient thing. So yeah, if you want to do this, you definitely want to try to get light load on your mining set. So yeah, basically, there's going to be a lot of people. Most of the time, there's going to be people in this area, so it can be good, and it also can be bad. The good thing is that sometimes they will pull the aggro from you, so you'll be able to run more efficiently. But the bad thing is that a lot of them are after the same thing that you are, the Orichalcum nodes, so be careful. So basically, the first area where there is some nodes is this, basically the cave where the big monster is with the elite chest. I don't remember his name. What you want to do is not die like I almost did. You want to just find a spot where nobody can reach you. Spoilers, this is not the spot. I'm gonna get shot in the face right now. But until I do, I can still like heal a little bit. If you don't see the enemies, they don't see you. This is a decent zone. These nodes in this zone are pretty easy to get. One thing you have to have 100% is 300 strength. And also don't forget your mining food, of course. Mining food is the most important thing when you're mining. Food, trophies, and your mining level. Everything else is nice, but it's not as crucial. Now, you have to have 300 strength. That is, like, must. Absolute must if you're farming Orichalcum in Shattered Mountains, because you need those procs. You need to be able to hit once, sometimes maybe twice, and get the whole node, because the longer you wait... Look at that! 5 Cinnabar and 5 brilliant diamonds! That was beautiful! The longer it takes you to take the node down, the more chances you have to die. This is a very dangerous... This is the way to get Orichalcum for somebody who has very strong nerves. You're gonna die. Trust me, you are gonna die no matter what, because you can just get cornered, you can just get shot to death. I highly recommend using Hatchet and Great Axe for mobility, and Hatchet basically for saving you from death. Now this is the next area where you want to save your camp. There is a note here, but it's taking right now. We're gonna keep running. So basically the whole point of this is to keep running through the loop and mine all the nodes that you see. I did not have great luck because there was a lot of people while I was running. It was Saturday evening, so my server was full, and it's a high pop server. If you're on a low pop server, you're gonna have much easier time running this route. Nobody's gonna be stealing your nodes. So basically you just run, You just run and run and run. And trust me, the more times you run this route, the more experience you get with it, the easier it's gonna get. Like, I was dying left and right the first couple times I was running, but once you get familiar with all the node locations and all the spots where you can reset the aggro, like, this is a very good spot to reset aggro. You don't even need to climb that high. Like, the previous platform is enough. Look how much stuff I pulled, but it's okay. We're gonna keep running. Like, I'm gonna tell you, this might sound counterintuitive, but watching this video is not gonna help you get good at running Shadow Mountains. It might give you some tips, but the only way to get good at running, farming Orichalcum in Shattered Mountains is to actually keep doing that. Also, yeah, if people kill the big bosses, you might as well grab the chests, because why not? Now, these two guys, I have no idea what they're doing. One of them is dead and one of them is typing. This is a dangerous area. What are you doing? Did he die on purpose? Why would he die on purpose? That is stupid. Alright, after the aggro is reset, there's, again, every single node so far has been taken, pretty much. So you have to wait for me to do the second loop where I can actually find some nodes. I'm not going to show you the whole 40 minutes, I'm just going to show you some highlights. So in this area, there is a few good spots where you can hide. Again, every single node is taken. This is, I'm going to show you right now, my favorite, absolutely favorite spot for resetting aggro. I'm not showing actually at this exact moment because there's no nodes and no enemies, so there's no point. This is... Let me actually come back to you when I find some nodes. Here we go, I see a node! Oh my god, this is so rare. This is a very dangerous area. You don't wanna anger. You don't wanna pull the big monster that's standing right there. You wanna be as stealthy as possible and just walk on the very edge of the room. Now, once you get up, the best way to get down is to just walk around that area because there's a lot of monsters in there. There is an Orichalcum node in the middle, but it's most of the times taken. Here's a good spot. A lot of people do not... I mean, this is pretty much... We went back down. And you can actually see when the nodes spawn, you can just drop down and try to mine them. Try not to get hit or killed again. Once you have a lot of stuff are angered by you, just walk up this area. Oh, here we go. They're coming. This is not the safe area. Sometimes you like, once you get more confident with your skills, you're gonna try to do some crazy stunts, and sometimes it's gonna get you killed, but it's okay. It's all about trying new things. Alright, we found a node. The most useful thing, you can see, once you get level 200 mining, you're gonna be able to track those Orichalcum nodes. And in my opinion, it's a must, because it's an easy way to see if there is a node that is not taking near you. Once you see the node on your bar on top, you know that you have to go for it. And these things, the spawns in my opinion are probably the most dangerous enemies in this area, because their leaping attack can get you from huge distance and it deals insane damage. So be very careful with those guys. I need that node. I have to get that node. It's my node. It has my name on it. Come on, we gotta get back. I don't care. I'm probably gonna get killed here. I don't remember what happened. Look at that. I got too greedy. Do not get too greedy. Also, you will die to corruption. That's why you need hatchet. You will absolutely die to corruption. So it's okay. You have a camp. Once you respawn at the camp, switch the camp. Make a different camp your respawn area, because if you die too fast, the camp will not be ready to receive you, so you might actually have to run all the way back from the mountain home. I see the node. Alright. Look at that. This is all this is about. Dying, respawning on that camp, and coming back. Come on. This is a pretty safe node. I don't think anything can get up here, at least not fast enough. So this node is pretty easy to mine. You can play it safe and concentrate only on easier nodes, but as I say, as you play more and more, you will be able to basically be much better at evading all the enemies. I literally picked the worst time. All the nodes are taking. millions of people running around and taking all my Orichalcum. But we still managed to get some. Now this node is very tricky. It's near the entrance into the cave with the elite boss. And there's a lot of big and scary enemies around that node. If you're actually gonna go for it, sometimes you just have to. Like, if there's a lot of people around, any node you see, you have to go for it, because you have the mining food running down and you want to get the most out of it. I went a little bit too overboard. I got too scared. You don't have to go that far. But basically the way... the principle here is to just run to the node, hit it once or twice until you get lots of enemies angered by you, and then you just run again, hide, and then come back and hit it a few more times. You just have to hope to proc that 300 strength proc, because if you don't, it's gonna take you a while. This is a good spot to hide here. They can run to you, but they can do nothing. They can't reach you. This is why I think there is nothing to do for you here if you can't get 300 strength. It just saves you so much time and death. And once they're starting to run back, ooh, we got some Tolvium and pristine topaz. That was a good node. I'm so see, you never know which node is gonna give you a void ore. And a little spoiler, I didn't get a void ore in this video, but I did get it the same day that I recorded this video. I got it like literally a couple hours earlier when I did my first run to prepare for the video, and it was glorious. I actually, this is my second void ore I got from this area in 2 days. So this is a good area. Look at that. I heard a lot of people coming after me, so I just found the spot to chill. Just let them de-aggro, and we're gonna go back and get that node. So there is a map. There is actually a map where you can see location of all the nodes, but in my opinion, it's not really needed. If you have 200 mining, you're going to be able to track all the nodes on your bar on top, and if you do this run multiple times, you will learn the locations of all the nodes. There is literally, like, first, I pulled up the map. You can go to mapgenie.com and or newworldmap.com, and you can get the map and you can see the location of every node. But as you run through the mountain, you see the nodes, like, and you're gonna memorize them. You're gonna remember the location of all the nodes once you've done this run maybe 2-3 times. It's just like you might need the map just for the first run or so. So if you want to do that, you can do that. But in my opinion, you can do it without any maps. There is a lot of nodes in this area, but all of them are visible and trackable if you just stay on your route. Look at these guys just running. Come on. Come on, let me get this Orichalcum, please. Thank you, and goodbye. Oh, there's another one. Just came up. That was beautiful. And also, it's the best feeling in the world when you get when you hit it once and it just breaks. It's just incredible. 300 strength proc is just one of the most satisfying things in this game. Especially when you hit it once and you get a void ore. Oh my god. Be prepared. You are gonna die. It's just inevitable. You're gonna die. Most of the time I died to corruption because I wasn't able to heal fast enough. And you definitely want to carry some health potions with you, because dying is gonna cost you around 50 coins to repair all the damages on your gear, and using 1 infused potions is around 4 or 5 coins, or even free. If you actually manage to drop it from the enemy, it's gonna be free for you. So through this entire run, I pretty much went through the whole set of gear. I had to fix it pretty much fully. It almost fully broke, so it costed about 300 coins. So you need to make sure you make enough resources to compensate for 300 coins. But usually it's pretty easy, because you're gonna get some Tolvium, Cinnabar, and maybe even a void ore, and it's still gonna be worth it in the end. This is a little shortcut I take sometimes when I what's the word? When I pull too many enemies, I just run around here. There's a few chests that are pretty easy to grab. You're gonna find all of this when you do the exploring on your own. The best way to get good at this is not to keep watching videos, but to go into Shattered Mountain. I was scared of it for so long because it looked it's just there's a lot of enemies that can pretty much 2-3 shot you, but it is possible. You just need to start doing it and get good at it. I was absolute trash the first 3 times I came here. I would get killed all the time, but as I kept doing it, I discovered small tips and tricks and areas where you can hide and all of that stuff. Like, once you get good at it, you'll be able to do it without dying at all. I think I still have a long way to go, and I definitely need to... Well, that was unfortunate. Sometimes this will happen. You will just get stuck between enemies. That's why the hatchet is absolute must for this run. And I'm using sword because it has lock on it. I honestly, it doesn't matter. The lock doesn't matter here. Even if you're gonna open a few chests, it's most likely not gonna be big chests or elite chests. It's gonna be just small chests. So I'd rather have an axe, a great axe, so I can travel faster. Alright, now we're in final cave. This is a good spot to resettle the enemies. I got a little bit too much enemies. Like, stand right here on this bridge. Wait for them to de-aggro. I mean, some of the stuff can aggro, but most of the time you'll be able to escape it. Now I'm gonna show you my favorite spot in this cave. It's so good. You just jump right here, and you're safe. Nobody can reach you. You get the chest, and you can drop and loot the flower, and you can drop right here, right on top of the node. And once everybody leaves, you can just drop down and mine the Orichalcum. That is an incredible spot. First try. Oh my god, that was so good. Let's go get that flower. When you get to the main cave, there is a very good area to hide right near the Orichalcum node. You can see by the light where it's supposed to be. If you have a lot of enemies running after you, just jump right here on this little ledge and they cannot touch you. You just stand there and wait until they de-aggro, and then you can just mine all the Orichalcum in this room. This is probably one of the safest rooms to mine in. There is usually 4 nodes. There's 1 node right behind the enemy. Unless you're a dummy like me and I just literally dropped on top of his tail. You don't want to do that, trust me. You wanna be very careful with this boss. I have no idea how I survived here. I did not deserve that, but I managed to live, and I cherish this moment. Now this was pretty funny. This guy wanted to get the Orichalcum so bad. He wanted to get it so bad he didn't even care that he was dying. That is dedication. I have to respect that. Trust me, I wanted to save him. I tried to kill that thing so I can lift him up, but this guy almost killed me, so I had to run away. I had to save myself because the rule of these games, they're very cruel. Sometimes you'll have to choose your life over somebody else's. I mean, you should always do that. That's a good general rule, but I really wanted to save him, and I came back. I thought right now I would be able to pick him up, but unfortunately all I had is the Orichalcum node, which honestly I'm happy because that guy is coming back now trying to get this node, but it's gone. I'm sorry. This is the rules of the game. Now, I regret recording this during that hour on Saturday because I wasn't able to get as much Orichalcum nodes as I was hoping for. There was a lot of people around, but I still managed to get some, and I think it's going to be a good indication of what you can expect on the high pop servers. My server is considered high pop. It's Valgrind on Northeast, in case you're wondering. And if you're in the low pop server, this run, you should see no people in here. And to be honest, there's probably better runs on low pop servers. There's a lot of nodes that are very safe, but this is pretty much what you have to do on high pop servers because all the easy nodes are taken and you have to go for the hard nodes. I just discovered this very beautiful hiding spot. I don't know why I didn't use that before. It's so good for this particular node. And now once this guy is distracted, we go and finish the node. Sometimes you will get not a single proc of your 300 strength, but it's okay. You must do what you must do. Normally, if I see, if I already start my run and I pop my food and I see there is a lot of people and I don't get a lot of nodes, Normally, I would just basically log off and wait until people leave, and maybe there's going to be better time so I don't waste my food buff, and then I come back and do the run. But this time I just wanted to record the whole run and see what I can get, even with a lot of people around. And honestly, it's still more efficient than camping certain safe nodes, in my opinion. However, with camping, you can just close the game and go do stuff for a while and then come back and mine the nodes. So it all depends on your playstyle. Once in a while, sometimes you will get bored just camping all the time, and you will want some action. And this is a perfect way to get some action while getting some Orichalcum as well. Alright, I think I'm about to die here. We're gonna see what I got from this entire run. My food buff is about to expire. I just want to get this last node. Come on, 20 seconds. I need to proc it. Come on, let's get it. I need this. I can feel it's gonna have void ore in it. Come on, let's break it. Last seconds. 10 seconds left. Please. Oh my god, this is the unluckiest node, and we got nothing. Alright, at this point I didn't know what to do. My buff was over, so I was just like, it's fine. I'm gonna, if I die, I die. And I did die. Oh, there was an Orichalcum that I missed, but I couldn't take it. There's... Oh, we got stuck. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. I tried my best to survive, but my best wasn't best enough. Alright, let's open the inventory and see what we got. As you can tell, I didn't get any void ore, but I got a void ore from this exact area earlier today, so it wasn't total waste. I think I'm due for another one. So we got 4 and 8, 12 legendary materials for 40 minutes. I think it's pretty good. I had better runs, but it wasn't terrible. Usually I would get at least 1,000 Orichalcum for my 40 minutes food buff. But again, this was super, super overcrowded. So yeah, definitely if you want to do this run, try to do this in the morning. Thank you guys for watching. If this was helpful or entertaining, subscribe for more. And I'll see you soon.